Hi friends, my name is Cashapp, Psychic MD, and I'm here to do another pick a card reading. Now, I am totally not in my own place. I'm house sitting currently. But today we're going to be doing confessions of your betrayer. Now, there are a couple of caveats to this because I have two little animals that seem to really be doing whatever it is they want to do every time I start recording. So one of them's jumping on the table and extremely curious, and that's good because he hasn't actually done that the few times that I've attempted to record here. The other one is actually moving a barrier that I put up to prevent him from exploring the rest of the house, and apparently he's smarter than the average bear. So we have a few things going on, but anyways, I wanted to say, for those of you that are repeat offenders, I'm going to extend a super warm welcome to you guys. Thank you for stopping in. And for those of you that are brand new to my channel, thank you for coming by. Appreciate everybody's time and energy. So we're going to go ahead and clear our space, set the intention, and as per usual, lately anyways, we're just going to play with fire. Little fire, little fire. I love this charcoal. Nobody should have taught me this party trick because now I'm like, ooh, all about it. Anyway, so here we are. And we're going to go ahead and get some frankincense and myrrh. Just because we can. I also have a little sage going on in here as well. So this will be burning in the background for however long it decides to burn. So as I said before, we're going to be doing confessions of your betrayer. And the intent here is really to get into the headspace of the person or persons, plural, that may have betrayed you, that have betrayed you. And this could be a scenario whether you know it or not. So I guess I should be doing like a trigger warning because sometimes we're just not ready for these messages. So if you feel kind of tender in any sort of way, it might not be the best idea for you to click on a reading like this. You can check out my other readings. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start with your pile selection. Pile number 1. You have the Pegasus. Pretty cool, huh? Let's see if we can get that really clear. So this is going to be your pile, right? Let's see. I was going to say, let's see if that stands, but I knew better. Now am I going to accept that I know better? No, I'm not. Okay. Yep, Pegasus. So pile number 2, we have this heart. Okay. And for pile 3, we are going to be using this beautiful mahogany piece. Okay. So depending on what you are drawn to, you can go with pile 1, the Pegasus, or pile 2, the heart, or last but not least, pile 3, the mahogany. Go ahead and select your pile, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi, pile 1. My name is Cashapp, Psychic MD, and if you missed the intro, I wanted to repeat. Yes, repeat. For those of you that are new to my channel, I want to extend a super warm welcome to you. Thank you for stopping by. And for those of you that are repeat offenders, thank you for coming on over and seeing what shenanigans is going on today. The interesting part today, you chose a Pegasus, okay? Now, it's funny because you get all the intention in the world and what comes through is completely different. So I'm completely spirit-led. We're just going by what spirit has to say. But I'm going to say also that you could be somebody who studied mythology, had a degree in mythology, has been fascinated, maybe you collected Pegasuses That's not even a word. You're welcome. Also, is it hieroglyphics? Hieroglyphics? Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, when they communicate with symbols, okay. I forget what that's called, but yeah, maybe you guys are like into decoding. Maybe you're decoders, maybe you're like computer nerds, maybe you are able to kind of troubleshoot like where hackers can enter systems so that you can actually work through those things and prevent any catastrophes from transpiring. So there's just a lot of downloads that I was getting off the bat, but the strongest thing is a song that I was getting right before I turned on the camera to do your reading. Now, please, here's a disclaimer. Pile number one, y'all know that I can't sing. I could barely speak, but here we go, okay? It's this song, I guess. I had to look it up because I'm like, I haven't heard it in a million. And if you guys are on the younger side, you probably don't even know the song at all. But it goes, for so long, you and me be finding each other for so long. And the feeling that I feel for you is more than strong, girl. Take it from me. If you can live, blah, blah. Yeah, anyways, if you give a little bit more than you're asking for, your love will turn the key. So you're welcome. I hope that I should have warned you to take out your earbuds to lower them in case your ears shattered, but here we are. Anyway, so that song could have a special meaning for you, but this is about someone that you've known for a really long time, and I'm channeling right now, and I just feel like this person is actually really kind of crushed. Their heart is crushed. There seems to be no way out of this darkness for really betraying you. I'm actually feeling like I want to deny it. I don't want to admit it, and there's a mesh over my eyes. It almost seems like this person can't even make peace with the fact of what they've done. They often don't visit the thought at all, simply because it is extremely painful. And again, I did extend a trigger warning to you guys, so it's not my intent to trigger. My channel's all about healing and positivity. At least that is my intent. But I'm feeling like that this person still watches you, and I just saw right now like the eye of an elephant, and it's an elephant of I don't forget. Like, this is not forgotten. And that's an interesting comment, or it's an interesting vision, considering that this person is looking through literally like a mesh surface, and they can't see a damn, well, they're trying to prevent themselves to see. It's almost like they're in denial, and they can really almost see the damage that they've done, and they're really, really trying not to, okay? So this is a lot of energy, so I'm going to try to keep it going here. Bear with me a little bit. Again, that song, I think that was from the 70s. And so it could have been something that maybe your parents listened to, something you grew up with. But it could have something to do with a special message for you, okay? We're going to kind of keep it moving here. I'm going to be using a different little deck here. I don't even know what this is called. But we're using it anyways. It's by Doreen Virtue anyways. So, show me what I need to see. For pile one, please. Pile number one. Alrighty then. And I kid you not, you guys, during the pre-shuffle, this card came out. So sorry about the interruption there, pile number one. But I kid you not, when I was shuffling, I literally got this very card. I was doing a pre-shuffle, just test out how it would go, working with particular theme, confessions of your betrayer. And this card came out. And wait, stop, Pegasus. I didn't even notice that the first time. I literally just noticed it right now. This is a confirmation, okay? Strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. I feel kind of emotional, I'm not gonna lie. And if you hear any background noise, do forgive. Again, I'm house sitting and I'm just trying to continue videos uninterrupted. I can't really control what lawn people or maintenance people decide to do. So that Pegasus is definitely a confirmation. I'm going to say that you've had a really, really tough life, that you had a lot of battles. And yet I feel like you've been able to transmute these battles the same way that this warrior, or warrioress, that's not even a word, but this warrior's been able to utilize the Pegasus to her advantage. And I feel like this has really made you, in some strange way, this betrayal has made you an incredibly strong person, an incredibly focused person, and a warrior. So, first of all, I just want to give you a round of applause. I want to commend you for all the hard work that you've done. I don't know if you realize it, but your ancestors also want to acknowledge that you have been incredibly courageous trying to navigate this thing by yourself. I feel like most of you guys have. Maybe you've had mentors and people that have really made attempts, but they have no knowledge of what it is that you've had to battle with and what demons you've had to really slay to get to where you're at. So once again, pile number 1, I just really commend you. Strength. This is giving you strength. And I really despise when people say, well, it's just made me stronger. Or yeah, it's here and it makes you stronger, right? Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And it's like some days, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, some days I've kind of curled up and said, can you just kill me already? Because this is just really too painful. Now, I'm probably gonna get censored or in big trouble for saying what I just said, but you know my point anyways. All right, pile number 1. Show me what I need to see for pile number 1, please. I might even have to edit that part out because I don't think I can say that on here. Show me what I need to see. Confessions of your betrayer, and show me now. Your journey has been long. Your journey has been difficult. I do feel like you've taken a path where, again, you've transmuted this energy and all the darkness that you've undergone and the betrayals, including the betrayals, maybe even especially the betrayals. You've had to really rise above. And when they say, yeah, let me take the road, the higher road and things like that, I don't feel like pile number 1, you did this necessarily like deliberately, like, oh, let me take the road that's higher, you know, in your stereotypical way. But I feel like you have been forced to rise above or be succumbed by this darkness. And this has been so incredibly difficult, okay? For some of you, this is going to pertain to 1 or 2 of you. I'm like really feeling a lot of emotions, so bear with me. So for a couple of you, I feel like your parent, your mom, was actually unalived by somebody that you know, somebody that was also supposed to be your protector, and you either witnessed it or you had to deal with the repercussions and the fallout. And oh my goodness, how horrifying. There's no amount of I'm sorry that anyone can say about this. If this is your story, then this is confirmation, and I'm going to really make an attempt to get clarity for you, okay? The other card that came out, spiritual teacher, yeah. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminar. Pile number 1, you are definitely a healer. I feel like there's no way that you could have come out from such darkness, okay? And again, that's not going to pertain to everybody, of course, but that is for someone very specific. And regardless of your situation, whatever darkness that you're coming out of, I felt like it was almost navigating a forest without a compass, without a seeing eye dog, without a cane, without even proper clothes. Even the simplest tools, proper shoes, would have been an incredible feat to overcome, to navigate terrain that you've, walked upon. And again, I want to commend you. I feel like it's through blood, sweat, tears, pain, crying, and crawling and kicking your way through, regardless of what that looked like, that you really rose above the situation to see. And I feel like right now, even you've come to a point where you have peace in your life, even where you've been able to, whether you knowingly or unknowingly are a spiritual teacher to your own community, whether you have a TikTok, a platform on YouTube, whether you do master classes, because they all have master classes now, right? Whatever it is that you do, I feel like you do it with purity and with vision and with a calm that really helps other people to get to the other side. I feel like you've been through, and actually I'm literally seeing like a pool of blood, so I don't know who this is for. Again, this is not for everybody. I feel like you've had to navigate so much in order to come to the other side, and I feel like there's parts of you that are still trying to make peace with it, trying to gain clarity. But I feel like the way that you fly, nobody can fly. The way you teach, nobody can teach. Okay, so let's see if we can get some clarifying messages here. We're going to be using the Urban Crow Oracle deck. see how we shuffle because everything is different here. Show me what I need to see. Who is this person? The betrayer. Confessions of your betrayer. And show me now. For other people, I feel like this has to do with abandonment issues, that you were abandoned without a word, okay? This could have been a parent packed up and left, took off, disappeared, went to jail, whatever the case may be. Play. This person could have decided that instead of being in your life, they wanted to play. If this was a lover, because you guys have known each other for so long, you find each other for so long, right? According to that song. This could be stating that this person decided to play with other people. Or it could be a parent who never grew up with Peter Pan syndrome that just decided that play was going to be their forte. It's like we're in it to play. We're in it to have a good time. Not for a long time, but just a good time. And nothing else mattered. Okay? I feel like you've been able to create a sacred place about this. I feel like also this situation has to do everything with your home life. The more that we dig into this pile number one, the more this has to do with your home life. And this should have been a sacred place for you, in a sacred space, like a nest egg with the parents overlooking, you know, in a perfect world, ideal world. And I realized, pile number one, that most of us did not grow up in an ideal world. Indeed, I was not even able to create an ideal world according to my vision or my standards or my mind. But the whole point of this is to recognize that the person, the confessions of your betrayer, was close to your nest, was somebody who should have been overlooking you, looking after you, taking care of you in some way, shape, or form. This could have even been like a spiritual teacher or a teacher, an advisor of some sort, but I feel more parental vibes for most of you, okay? The next thing that I'm getting right here, bottom of the deck, I happen to split my deck in two, and I've been doing that for a while now, and I don't know why. It's like a recent while. But we have routine. So I feel like you've been able to develop a routine, something to really ground you, something to hold you in a manner that makes you feel like it answers your call, it fulfills your need, it helps you feel grounded. You've been able to grow and thrive, also to rise above things. But the interesting fact is that I feel like this person, this partner, these parents that were doing their own thing, I feel like a lot of you guys raised yourself, by the way. This bird is just looking forward, and these other two are kind of like, there could have been a lot of fights or doing whatever it is that they were doing. There could have been drugs involved as well. For some of you, not everybody again. I feel like you've developed a routine, and such a routine that's almost like so linear and so different from where it is that you came from, that I don't want to say that you've condemned the play part of your life, but that you're definitely not somebody who's really involved in playing a lot. And what I mean by that is just whatever gives you joy. I feel like you are somebody who's actually quite serious. You feel like you need to always be working. I feel like you need to walk the line, kind of like that mindset, that you need to be a real contributor to society. However you feel, like a contribution to your community, I feel, okay? And so I feel like that's just something that you've always wanted, that stability. And again, I'm looking here at negative space. It's almost like these crows are headed towards town, these little propped up window things. And I feel like maybe you've hit a wall in your recent life where you realize that you set up almost like a dollhouse kind of a life, or you attempted to, and you keep going back to the same circle. And you're finding it very vacant. I feel like these are almost like these cards. You can, you know, weave them and stand them up. They're almost like little prop-ups in theater, aren't they? So they're like little windows, but there's nothing behind it. And I feel like you've made really a lot of attempts to rectify and change your life in a monumental way. And recently, I feel like you've realized that things haven't been going not only like how you want them to, but that there's a change in order. There needs to be change for your routine. This has gotten to be really gloomy. I'm feeling London vibes. Those of you that live in like London or any place that rains a lot, that's over, you know, a lot of fog and things like that. I'm not hating on you, okay? but it was just the thing that came to my mind. So I feel like you're feeling kind of like some sort of oppression, like this isn't working, or I need something different, or this, you know, put one foot forward in front of the other in order to have stability has run its course. I feel like this is saying, you know what, I'm not abandoning the idea or the project necessarily, but I need something different. And what you need, oddly enough, is some play in your life. The very thing that maybe caused you a lot of pain, in the very beginning, the very thing that created all the stability and chaos and war, I feel like, in your life, it could have been even drug addictions. And you could have even been a part of, like, you could have had, like, addictions of your own, okay? And I totally get, hey, been there, done that. I'm not judging at all. So I feel like this is saying that you need to break out of your routine in order to really, you know, live a life that is more balanced. There's two sides to this card, and it's all about having that balance. Maybe a little bit of work and then a little bit of play, and then a little bit of work and a little bit of play. And I feel like you've been submerged in work and trying to clean up and trying to really polish things up and make look things presentable, and trying to run from your past is what I'm hearing for some of you guys. Okay, not everybody again. Now this House of Cards is like bound to fall because it's just not stable. It's not sustainable. Sorry. For some of you, I feel like this confessions of your betrayer, I feel like they're angry. So I feel like there's more than, there's at least two people involved, okay? Two people that had to do with having stability in you. I feel like their play was not fun for you. It was not something, I feel that you endured a lot of humiliation, a lot of neglect, a lot of pain. You could have gone to bed hungry. You could have gone to bed and woken up and you know, like basically a lot of domestic abuse and things like that. So you could have witnessed a lot of things that put you in a very dark place. And this person, I feel like one of them is really angry. It's just like, well, what, you know, the person with a mesh over their eyes, it's like they can see, you can see things through mesh. Those holes are pretty damn big and you can see through it. And yet they're wanting to kind of cover their eyes and not see what it is, like own anything. And we're not playing the blame game. But frankly, by the flip side of the story, if you don't own anything, as far as like our actions, then really there's no room for us to grow. We don't grow. So I feel like this person is in denial. This person denies everything that you even bring up. They don't want to take any accountability. They're still living their life like everything is a play. I feel like dark manipulation. I feel like they're constantly running away from what it is that they need to face in the mirror in order to really transform their life. And honestly, they would have so much more peace if they would clear this up, just even within themselves. But that is not the case. I feel like there is another person involved here who is more peaceful. And this is where like the reading splits. I feel like for some of you, this person has already crossed over and they're, you know, they've realized the error of their ways, and there's not any like fight, pushback, or animosity or denial and things like that. Now the other person, I feel like that's still with us in this realm, 3D, whatever you want to call it. I feel like they're more at peace. They've come to a lot of realizations. It's taken them a long time as well. Yeah, I just was shuffling mindlessly and I had this flip, freedom. Free to do what you choose. And I think we're gonna have a little visitor because Toby appears like he wants to jump on the table again. That is the cat that belongs to this house. Or yeah, vice versa, whatever. But I feel like this person has found a certain amount of freedom in being able to really admit and see and fess up to at least some of what they are responsible for in their past, in your past. And with that, they've earned a certain amount of freedom, okay? Let's check more into this person. Confessions of your betrayer. Because I do feel like a lot of, outside of like immature denial, victimhood, I feel like this person feels like they are the victim. show me what I need to see. Confessions of your betrayer. And show me now. Sisterhood. I feel like this is a feminine energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sister. It can be a sister. Friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. And I feel like because this is so dark right here, I feel like once upon a time you broke bread, for a worse way of saying it, with this person that you just like really breathe and ate with them and really sympathize with them and gave them the credit, the benefit of the doubt, the like, oh, it isn't your fault and we don't need to, you know, I don't ever feel like you pointed fingers and said, hey, own up to your BS and grow up or that kind of a thing, or just really fess up. You may have, but I feel like with this light calling, it was a choice between staying in the dark with this person who doesn't want to grow, who doesn't want to look in the mirror, who doesn't want to grow up, maybe have Peter Pan syndrome, or is in sheer denial. I heard the word obtuse, but for a lot of you guys, this person doesn't want to own up to it, and they're bitter and kind of angry. Like, they're really tender, all about like you're trying to point the finger at me, when they don't really realize that it's not about pointing fingers. It's about just understanding what transpired. And, you know, God knows that I haven't been the best person either, but I can look in the mirror and go, wow, and make ramifications if that is, you know, something that I could do, or try to do the best I can with what I have and move forward and change what I don't like about it. But this person, you had a choice between staying with them and being in communion with them and being like, oh, everything's okay and we're still stuck in darkness, nobody's rising to that beautiful light up on top. Or I feel like you freed yourself, like this freedom. I feel like you said, no more. I want to not just swim in the depth of all this emotion, but I want freedom, and I want to be able to swim, and I want the light, and I want to be able to grow and evolve and change. And so I feel like that person, unfortunately, has not left a shipwreck of their life. Okay, that's, I guess, another way of putting it. Confessions of your betrayer. What do we need to know about this confessions of the betrayer? This person in denial specifically. What do we need to know? And show me now. I heard nobody can hate me as much as I hate me. So there's a lot of self-loathing and divine sensuality. So this person, and make love or erotica. This person could have been so involved with like indulging in their own senses and not taking care of any responsibilities. You know, like sex is important, sensuality is important, but there needs to be a balance there. And I feel like they didn't have any balance. It's all about the overindulgence, and it put them in a dark place because they were not able to live in that world where there was any balance whatsoever. And I feel like similarly, pile number one, you are in an imbalance of trying to do the right thing and heal and grow. But there needs to be a balance. Break out of your routine, I'm being told, and play a little bit. And your play is definitely different than this other person. I feel like this was more sexual play and utilizing looks to really manipulate, to gather whatever it is that they wanted. They could be really extremely beautiful or handsome, whatever the story is. They could really have like beautiful eyes as well. And nothing of that in itself is wrong. But the number 22 is about your personal power of number 2. And when you add them two together, it's the 4, right? We get the 4. And I think about stability and balance. I feel like they never were able to balance out their sexuality, sensuality, their earthly desires with having things that are tangible and stable in their lives. So this person could be unstable as hell, still in this darkness, and that is what I'm getting for you. Pile number 1, I just want to commend you. Good job, pile number 1. I want to say that, you know, whatever it is that this person's feeling and kind of throwing shade your way, maybe even evil eye and things like that, this person doesn't want to confess, number 1. But the biggest thing is they don't know if they can withstand the broken heart by looking at themselves in the mirror and like really just admitting to themselves the damage that they too have caused. Okay, so that is going to be their journey. It's for them to say, them to deal with, but your part is to involve and incorporate play a little bit more into your life as you heal. I feel like you're going to grow and be able to play a little bit more. And so good for you. Kudos to you. With that, I hope that this has been a reading that's been helpful or healing. If not healing, then amusing. And until next time, yeah, namaste. Hi, pile number 2. My name is Cashapp with Psychic MD, and if you chose pile number 2, this really beautiful heart, this here heart, then this is your reading. For those of you new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping in. For those of you that are repeat offenders, I appreciate your time and energy. I do hope that everyone finds exactly what it is that you are seeking. Whispered in my ear, I heard betrayal. Betrayal. Okay. First things first, when I first started focusing on you, pile number 2, I heard a song. Now, why I'm all of a sudden getting songs to channel when I'm not a singer, I'm not even like a good, I'm kind of tone deaf, honestly, but anyways, we're just going with it. I just listen and repeat what I hear, okay? So the song I have in my mind right when I started focusing on you is Lookout Weekend. It's sung by Debbie Deb. If you don't know it, please look up the lyrics. You might have a message in there for you, okay? But it's basically, look out weekend, 'cause here I come. Because weekends were made for fun. I work hard every day. It's all work and no play. With the boss on my back, he don't give me any slack. So, yeah, sorry about your ears. But that is the quite unexpected song that I downloaded right before. Show me what I need to see. Confessions of your betrayer. Now again, I'm house sitting, and yeah, I knew Toby is so curious. We have the house kitty who might make an appearance and maybe knock some stuff over. We don't know. Show me what I need to see. Confessions of your betrayer. For pile number 2, and show me now. I want 2 cards. Your first card also came out in the first reading. You might have a message there if you feel led. We have freedom. Freedom's always nice to have. And your second speaker. Oh wow, okay. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Hope I said that properly. Boom. Pile number 1. I feel like now the message I'm getting is it's okay for you to speak. It's okay for you to speak your truth about what transpired, about how maybe even how you were betrayed and what that looks like in your life. Maybe for a long time you felt confined. I feel like the 8 of Swords vibes where you just did not have the ability or the emotional bandwidth to be able to speak your truth. And really, coming from somebody who has gone through a lot, I understand that. It's not easy speaking your truth. And I love how people just go, well, just, you know, you gotta speak up. You gotta open your mouth and speak up. And I'm like, you must have been coddled as a child, or maybe even like had everything handed to you, because a lot of people just don't know the hardship of, or what it can cost speaking your truth, okay? So I feel like for whatever reason right now you have freedom to speak your truth in a very playful way, in a very unique, sincere way. I feel like maybe drawing and painting, maybe even singing, dancing can be a really great avenue of self-expression for you, but definitely speaking. You could be a speaker, like an inspiring speaker. That was kind of redundant, sorry. But inspirational, motivational speaker is what I was trying to get at, okay? So, show me what I need to see. Confessions of your betrayer. Show me about this betrayer and what transpired, and show me now. Okay, so this is one grief. Okay. Yep, not surprised. So I feel like this person caused you a lot of grief, monumental grief. And the word RAP PE, which I cannot say on this channel. I don't even know if I could spell it without getting in trouble, but honestly, balls to the walls. I'm just kind of doing whatever it is that I do, and if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. This person could have caused you a lot of grief. They did cause you a lot of grief. I feel like also you've been looked down and frowned on because of it. I feel like people have been trying to silence you and oppress you. Show me what I need to see for pile number 2. And show me now. Reflections. I feel like you've had time to really reflect on things, to grow, sometimes to heal, sometimes to recapture your innocence as well. And I feel like this is almost like a new chapter for you emerging. I feel like there is a transformation transpiring right here. A lot of T words. I feel like this person could have had a T in their name, like, I don't know, Tom, Tim, whatever. Or they could have just had the letter in their name. But I feel like you've been really reflecting. What you contemplate can actually actualize. One thing that I'm going to say is that I feel like you were expected to bury this. Now, back in the old school times, that we were expected to just not say anything if things happen to us. And I feel like with these rings, it's feeling to me like a lot of evil eye. And it's almost like family or, yeah, like a voice of oppression. Like, go ahead and say something. I'm watching you. Maybe you couldn't. You were under the thumb of an oppressor, so you were not able to speak. You had no freedom and you had no ability to speak up. This could have a lot to do with the S trafficking things that are being exposed finally. And you know what, you guys, I had downloaded those messages probably, I don't even know how long ago, a long time. I think I was about 19. Don't judge me on my age, okay? About 19 when I got a download that this was a monumental problem of epic proportions that people could not even fathom. And I didn't know what to do with the information with the downloads. It was not something. Anyways, moving on. But I feel like you could have been under that wall of oppression. This even feels like many people watching you. You could have been under a situation where there was surveillance. Surveillance in your home, surveillance wherever it was that you were taken. If this is your story, then unbelievable. Like, I just have no words for you. Now, I do feel like there's a person behind you that is lying, that has been lying the whole time. I feel like there's somebody who knows, okay, and they're playing this cat and mouse game, because this almost looks like a person with a long, long nose, and then it transformed into like looking like a cat. And I feel like this person's like cat and mouse, maybe even kind of like threatening you with their presence. Okay, it could be you know, that they periodically check on you to make sure that you hold your silence, that you toe the line, things like that. If it was a family member, then you know, I feel like a lot, honestly, I feel ritual. I feel some ritual, some involvement with like smoke and mirrors, dark magic. I feel also I don't think this is a good platform to even say stuff like this. But pile number 2, you could have been in a situation like myself where someone maybe perhaps blew smoke on you or like drugged you basically in order for you not to really comprehend, understand, or have all of your wits about you. Now, I feel like, again, you're back to like recapturing who it is that you could have been, your innocence, whatever was lost, but that is transforming you also into this new being, because we can't go back to what it is that we used to be. I feel like there's a lot of faces, a lot of people involved, a lot of faces that really had to do with this confession. For some, not all of you, you could have been lured by a female or somebody who you trusted, somebody that you're not in connection with any longer, but you're making peace with that. And I feel like you are growing into someone that can utilize that pain to educate other people, to alert other people, to really bring awareness. And again, I feel that I feel like you're exposing people for rituals and what people have done on a ritualistic scale. And how that is so much more common than we've been made aware of. But I feel like this is you, and people have kind of looked down and kind of oppressed and kind of wanted you kind of repress and even ridiculed like what it is that you have gone through or made attempts of speaking on. So you've made a lot of growth, and good for you, pile number 2. If this is your story, then again, there are just no words. I mean, intense, okay, intense. Now, pile number 2, while I was talking, this card flipped for us. And I feel like, yes, your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Now, you could be somebody very musically inclined, but I feel like what was able to really help you get out of this dark place and help you to grow and help you to even put tombstones on the past and help you to see what is like bigger than all of us. Sorry, my dog apparently had a hairball. We have animal problems today. Coco, he's okay. He's just him. But music could take you to really far away places. Music could really transform you. I feel like that has given you hope, given you dream, given you vision, has really helped to really grow you. I also feel like you're incredibly creative, and when you hit that zone, you actually quickly achieve it via music, via dance. Also, somebody here has like a long-haired pet. I'm seeing kind of like a grayish white dog. Not exactly white, but like dirty white dog. I don't know. With long hair. That's for somebody. Now let's see what else we can get here, because I feel like this is more bigger than big. Show me what I need to see for pile number 2. Show me what I need to see and show me now. I'm feeling what I'm seeing actually in my mind's eye, because I'm clairaudient, yes, but also I see things. What I'm seeing is a circle like this with a school of fish going round and round and round in circles. And it's a ring. I'm telling you, it's a ring. It's a ring of people. It could be like 2, 3, 4 people. It could be a lot more though. And this is about trying to protect whatever it is that they're doing, protecting their money, protecting their assets, protecting their own reputation. So these people, confessions of your betrayer is like, I feel like even people close to you know about it, and they didn't even know like how to help you. So they're like, okay, just hush about it. Like that never works, right? The good old, let me just deny it and try to work through it. Yeah, time out. This is so beautiful. But look at this. It's almost like a Viking ship. Get a little bit of Viking ship vibes here. Awareness, contemplation, solitude, and time alone. I feel like you did spend a lot of time alone, a lot of time to heal. She's protecting her chest, which, I mean, we all know, you know, she has no clothing on. But also what I'm noticing is that is protecting your heart chakra. It could be that you are someone that you don't know how to connect really, or don't want to connect with other people. There's a lot of lack of trust. I feel like you're aware that the world can be a really, really dark and sinister place, that people are involved in the dark arts that they might not even know they're involved in that kind of darkness. With a ritual, I feel like that you have been forced or made part of, things like that. I feel like there's a part of you that you've had to go within and really, in order to protect your mind, your sanity. You've had to go in and check your emotions to see like even what you feel about this. Not only, I feel like you were twice abused, once by, you know, these people, mental, spiritual, physical. And I'm not saying once literal in the literal sense, but you were also betrayed by people that you trusted or should have been able to trust to help you. I feel like the situation is way beyond. It's like a loose freaking cannon that even people around you felt like they could not help or control. And it makes you feel incredibly alone. And I can relate to that. I feel like sometimes you can even have thoughts that are like, you could be somebody who really enjoys a good fire, like bonfire, fire scrying, anything like that. You could be really attracted to flames. And that can really help to put you in a trance-like state, to make some peace out of things, but also to get messages of your own. I feel like you have incredible depth, and people don't even know the kind of warrior that you are. I feel like you could be really fair-skinned. Some of you guys, I feel like you're petite. I get like a really milky complexion. But your thoughts are really hidden from other people. You don't share, you're not quick to share your thoughts whatsoever. So there's been a long time that you've been in a time out over this. I kind of, you know what, I did not do this for the other. I knew this reading was going to get like tough. Even before I decided to do the theme, Confessions of Your Betrayer. This is right up there with like the Epstein problem, basically. And I'm sure you're aware. I'm trying to tiptoe around it. But here we are. Show me what I need to see. Confessions of Your Betrayer, or plural. I'm seeing like a big old garlic clove. This could have maybe like somewhere where they grow garlic, or garlic could have been a thing, or they had garlic breath, or it was like a garlic festival, or places known, or maybe Italy. I don't know. Okay. Show me what I need to see. Confessions of Your Betrayer. Show me now. I'm literally being shown like a rat's nest. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. This person was really hasty. They came in and out of your life and changed things in a monumental way. And it seemed like they left, like this to me feels like a fragrance. They had a scent, a smell to them, or something that you'll forever recognize. Like you're trauma bonded to that scent, I feel. The smell will not go away. Like if you smell that again, it's only one thing that's going to be brought to mind. It's a situation. And I feel like this person came in, just kind of pierced through everything in a rush to really get things done. I don't know. I want to feel like setting up a chain of command is what I'm getting. Okay. Again, if this isn't your reading, I realize this is super specific for a small portion of whoever watches these readings, and please click off and watch something else. I know they're heavy, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I see. Pardon me. Show me more about this Confessions of Your Betrayer, and show me now. Okay. I just had 2 cards. We have got the Hermit. Followed by the 4 of Swords. So I feel like this person had a desire, had a goal, however nefarious it was. Sorry, my cards are like going all over the place because I have too many on the board. Yeah, okay. Anyways, this person came towards you and really changed things radically in a quick manner. And it was by design. It was not a slow thing, like let me groom, let me train, let me proceed cautiously. It was just that fast, okay? And this person could have put you in, yeah, I just feel like a lot of isolation. I feel like I can't even say what I'm really thinking. I think I'll get banned, but it could have been a situation where you were taken against your will and placed in a different place altogether. But I feel like that made you withdraw. And I feel like these people wore things that so you couldn't recognize them also, and identify them, more importantly. But that put you in a state where you needed eventually to get reprieve. I feel like body, mind, and soul. I feel like you almost gave up hope of living for some of you. For some of you, I feel like even hookah smoking, or smoking with the hookah like device. I don't know anything about that. But I feel like you just felt like everything was desolate. There was nothing for you, and that you couldn't go on. At a certain point, I feel like you thought you might even cross over into the other life, if you know what I'm saying. So, for not everybody, for some of you, you could have even had to play dead to be able to escape that situation, okay? Whew. So if that resonates, please do let me know by smashing that like button, share, comment, subscribe. I know that that's crazy to even ask, but I feel like you're coming out on the other side, and that's why we started with that song of freedom. Look out weekend, here I come. I feel like you're in a period of renewal, a period of fun, a period of exploring, and also of like regenerating yourself through music, through sunlight, sun gazing, through play as well. That's going to give you your divine purpose that you're here for speaking. If you feel problems with your throat chakra, like mine tends to just freeze up and it sounds weird and it'll go high pitch. It sounds like I'm in puberty once again, or like a boy hitting puberty. There might be some exercises that you can do. There might be a crystal you can work with to really work with your throat chakra to really help you. But I feel like you're divinely covered right now. And I feel like it is your time to speak and maybe even get justice, hopefully, okay? Also, I feel like your story will serve to provide help and hope to many, many others. So if this is your story, then much love to you. I'll never be able to compare myself to anyone else. I have my own experiences, but I'm just glad that you are able to see some sunlight and to get to the other side. And I know that there's still a ways to go. It's a never-ending story of growing and evolving and facing things and growing, evolving and facing things. Right now, I feel like you're at a point where you can rest. You can rest assured. You can rest in comfort, and you can rest a little bit, being at peace that there's no imminent danger, that you are being guided and guarded, I heard, okay? So I hope that gives you some measure of peace and some measure of support to you. Much love to you, and until next time, namaste. Hi, pile number 3. My name is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your reading. I definitely need to get some sagey sage going on here because the other 2 readings were really heavy. So I don't even know if I need to do a trigger warning for y'all, but we're going to find out. We're doing confessions of your betrayer. And pile number 3, you chose the mahogany. This beautiful pillar. Right? So that in itself may have a special message for you. But just like the other piles, I actually did channel a sun for you. The word I heard was jealousy. So we're going to go look real quick at the lyrics of Jealousy. The specific song I was hearing was by Gin Blossoms. And unfortunately, I'm going to sing a little bit here. But anyways, for those of you guys that know, you know the song. If you don't know, you might want to go ahead and look it up. Might have a special message just for you. Let's see. Yeah. Tell me, do you think it'd be alright if I could just crash here tonight? You see, I'm in no shape for driving. Anyway, I've got no place to go. That was terrible. You're welcome. Anyways, it talks about how you were the best I've ever had. You were the best I've ever had. If I'd blown the whole thing years ago, I might not be alone. Tomorrow we can drive around this town and let the cops chase us around. You get the point. There's no more singing from yours truly. Hey, jealousy. I don't own the rights to that song. It won't be recognized anyways. Please do look it up. Pile number 3. Confessions of your betrayer. I feel like this is referencing somebody who actually betrayed you by sleeping around, because even the song talks about, you can trust me, I won't sleep around. And I don't feel like you could or could have back then trusted this person. Show me what I need to see for pile number 3, please. And show me now. Options, what did we just say? We in the mouse in my pocket. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. But I feel like this is even talking about options. So yeah, maybe they had career opportunities, but I feel like they chose to look at you as an option. And that was part of the problem. I feel like there was a lot of sleeping around, even with her attire here and her wings. I feel like I'm noticing how her wings are matching how this is dark. They chose to fly the dirty bird way. So there was no fidelity, even though they claimed they weren't faithful. I feel like they chose you as an option mainly to get ahead in life, or what they thought they were going to be able to do is to advance their career some way, somehow. Some people really do think this way still in this day and age, okay? So I don't know who this person is to you. You're going to know if this sounds, I even heard if this song sounds familiar. If the lyrics strike a chord with you, this could have been somebody who was a Libra, even in your life. Not necessarily, but somebody who really weighed the options on how they were going to advance their own career, their own life, their own lifestyle, I'm hearing. And I feel like they were on, I'm hearing the floor is lava. I don't know, that's for somebody. So maybe you guys could have, like in joking, played that. The floor is lava. This is a flashback, right? It's a throwback. I feel like it's divine masculine. This person would have smelled really, really good. I feel like they actually spoke words that were really pretty. Like, speak pretty to me, but they didn't mean it. They weren't honest. They were really focused on what it is that can help their career advance, can help them to grow. And they were focused on their own glow up. But now I do feel like confession about this betrayer in particular is that they're looking back and having actual remorse. You were the best I ever had. And they were basically saying, they're saying that they're a fool. They were a fool. Show me what I need to see for pile number 3 and show me now. Yep, career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance that you deserve and desire. Look at the lighthouse here. And I feel like this person, to this person, you actually are the lighthouse. Not a lighthouse, but the lighthouse. I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell here. I'm going to get rid of some more energy, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm ringing the bell. Take out your iPods. Lower everything down. In 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's just going to serve to ground us. Pile 3. I'm going to say that this person views you currently as a lighthouse, as a beacon of light. I feel like you've always been a beacon of light to this person. I feel like there was a relationship. We are talking about past love that you were more than likely living with. And if not living with, you spent an awful lot of time with this person. I also feel like this person spoke sweet nothings to you, made you a lot of promises that they had no intention on keeping. They really wanted to keep the relationship going because they wanted to pin you down in order for them to have time to really reflect and decide what it is that they wanted. And what they wanted was more like a financial thing. They wanted to boost their career. They wanted to grow. They wanted to utilize other people's resources. They wanted, and I feel like they did use your resources as well. And I also feel like this person's even thinking, well, can I come back from that? Confessions of your betrayer is that this person betrayed you. I feel like they lied, stole, cheated, and really you stepped on your neck to be able to get ahead in life. Didn't even look back twice. In the back of their mind, you've always been there, not only because of the crappy things that they've done, but also because you're a beacon of light. And I feel like you've somehow become even more so a beacon of light to them after all this time has passed. I feel like with them, there is a great mystery, a lot that's been hidden from you. I feel like the silence is deafening between you. If this is your story, pile number 3, let's explore more of it. Now, one thing I'm going to say is for some reason, this person thinks that you are such a beacon of light that you actually bring peace to them. Not only do you bring the light and you are the light and you're all about positivity, the irony of ironies, I feel like it's, I'm hearing slap in the face. This is really serving to be a slap in the face, that you're the only one, the beacon of light, that can bring light in order to bring their ship to port. That was really awkwardly phrased. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. But this person feels like they've been on a voyage, on a long, long mission, going nowhere. I feel like a lot of back and forth energy. Literally, my body is swinging back and forth. There's sometimes some physical channeler as well. So I feel like this person is saying that I've been back and forth, like casing all the way through the ends of the earth. You know what? Somebody who cases something, that's like somebody who wants to steal or break in. That's somebody with nefarious intent, okay? We already know this person they weren't on the up and up. Let's see what else we can get. Shoot. Okay. Literally shoot. Okay. I'm going to grab that. This card literally just flew out. And what is it? Oh, plural. Okay, cards. Oh, Queen of Cups. Okay. Now, these cards landed sideways. We are going to take them in the meaning that they were intended. And that includes the position of the card itself. We have here the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Oh, okay. Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords. This could have involved 2 people. I feel like this person could have involved like choices and options between 2. One that was incredibly more intellectual, maybe very much schooled. Look at like the wave and the vapor this sword is making. It's almost like I cut through everything to bring clarity, to bring truth, and even I feel like to bring... I'm hearing the word caustic, like caustic communication. Interesting, okay? But that can be an energy that comes and goes. Now, this queen right here, we have the Queen of Cups, and she also landed on her side. So I feel like this is like they want to give to you emotionally, they want to bring clarity, but it comes back and forth. And I feel like the way that they have communicated in the past may have been very intermittent, giving you emotion, withdrawing emotion, giving you emotion that spills in the form of like, oh my goodness, and what am I going to do with, without you, or whatever the case may be. They could have really played with your emotions a lot, played with your ability to keep up with them intellectually. I feel like this person's very prideful. They think that they're really above, not above reproach, but I'm going to say above detection. This person is so smarmy, and I hate that effing word, okay? This person thinks that you don't see them for who they really are and that you cannot sense them. When they're around you, I feel like energetically, this is somebody who could have paid someone even to do some remote viewing on you, who could have gotten readings about you. But most importantly, this person is in tune with doing things with a sleight of hand. This is a person who would go to Vegas and try to count cards. Okay, anything for this person to, quote, win. But they still, I feel like they view you as an option. Now, hold on, just hold on a damn minute. What's going on here? Yeah, the Emperor. So I feel like when you're in connection with this person flat out was, it's my way or the highway. I know the best way. It's definitely going to be this way. And you need to listen to everything that I say because I'm super stoic. I'm in the know. And my word is law. They could have tried to present themselves to you like they knew and they were stable. And don't do that. All my cards decided to jump. Committed cardicide, is that a thing? Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm taking the one that fell. Give me just a minute. But this person really has... They kind of puffed themselves up to be way more than what they were. They have a distorted ego. Okay, they're all about the distorted ego. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, I feel like that could have deflated. This even looks like a chess piece to me. This was a jumper card. I feel like when they made this move, They were playing checkmate. They thought they checkmated you by leaving you, by even utilizing whatever it is that you had, even your head, to launch upon, to really go into other options in order to advance themselves financially, to even advance their own image. I'm feeling image is like a really big thing to them. Their reputation, how they look to the world, is pretty much everything, okay? I feel like this person could have had an intense gaze. I feel like you could have like locked eyes with this person. Even here on these skulls, to me, even the ram's skulls, could be like Aries, doesn't have to be. But even on the ram's skull itself, it feels to me like there is almost like a sunflower. Like this person stepped on the sunshine, and when they flexed, because that's all it was, I feel like it could have crushed you. It could have crushed the way that you structurally thought about relationships, how you thought about yourself, how you felt about yourself. This person could have really but really devastated you in so many different ways. Let's look some more. Confessions of your betrayer. This person left. This person walked away. Yeah, they just used you for whatever. They used your heart, your emotions, and your heart to be able to get to where it is that they wanted. With the 8 of Cups, it was difficult for this person to leave you, by the way. You may not think so, but this person did actually suffer a lot of pain in leaving you. But they just thought, you know what? Why would I even entertain all the cups that we built together, or that you put together, whatever the case may be? Why entertain that when I have the whole damn river? Why wouldn't I want to drink up that river? And it's sheer gluttony. So I'm going to say that this person, I feel like this person is in over their head and they have no idea how to get out of it. That's not at all making any excuse. We're doing the confession of a betrayer. This person's saying, you know what? I used everything and I used you, and I'm even turning around for a second look to see if there's anything I can salvage out of those 8 cups that I left behind. Yeah, this person is dreaming right now, even thinking about, you know what it would be like to come back. And again, I have the options. They're under delusion. This person's not a good person, okay? They are not on the up and up. They are purely into using people for resources, for connections, for status. I feel like if you were to encounter this person again, they would easily be somebody who would be all about name dropping. Sorry, I'm laughing because my retainer is like getting in the way of everything here, but they're all about, yeah, like, oh, and I lived here and I knew these people and I was employed at this place. And it's all about like how ironed they look, how they present to the world, the image that they try to polish to look grand. And really, it's all an illusion. And if that's all you have and you step on people's necks to really progress and advance yourself, then you're just an empty vessel of nothing. I want to say POS because honestly, somebody that uses other people, that's just really pathetic. I have no respect for people like that personally, but moving on. I feel like this person is in dreamland. With the one eye, I feel like they can even be keeping an eye on you. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, the confession is that, you know what, this has been a real albatross. This has been a really bad journey. I've chosen wrong, and I've cried a lot of tears. I feel like they are in the mode of working so hard. I feel like their karma definitely caught up to them. They're putting one foot in front of the other. There are many, many tears that they have cried, believe it or not. This person also has left a trail of pain, a trail of hardship wherever they went. I feel like this person is the type of person that would take your credit card and run it up, or convince you to run up your credit card and then leave you with the bill without a second thought to really help out. Once your credit cards ran dry, then they just took off and found somebody else. So this would be like your stereotypical gigolo or just user. I feel like also there's an issue with like checks. Oh, don't let your mouth write a check you can't cash. Don't let your mouth write a check you can't cash. This person is a fast talker, a smooth talker. Yeah. You can't trust anything that comes out of their mouth. This person, you're in a stalemate with. This person, they have a lot of emotion that they're trying to protect. And they know that they need to say something to make a decision, but they're not willing to speak or to make a decision. They're literally sitting on they're stumped. They're sitting on a stump. They don't know like how to get their way out of this. And what they don't realize is there's no getting your way out of anything. It's fessing up. It's really looking at things from a logical point of view. Can you continue carrying all the burdens? Well, these burdens, I feel like they're responsibilities. I feel like they're responsible for a lot of people. A lot of things depend on them, but it also is a responsibility of the soul of carrying burdens that really they inflicted upon themselves by using other people, using people's credit. I feel like this person has even stolen money, written checks out of other people's accounts. That's still a thing. Opened up checking and savings accounts and opened up credit card is what I was trying to say, in other people's names so that they could spend freely and not have any repercussions and not be the one, that had to work for it. I feel like they spent money on clothes to look good, on cars. I heard fast women, could be fast men as well, whatever the case may be. On this channel, we don't read sex. We read strictly energy, right? This person can be the black sheep of the family. They get to really tarnish their reputation so much that they want to stay hidden, but they are definitely stumped. They're sitting on a stump, literally, trying to figure out, how do I open up the lines of communication with this person who is my lighthouse, who you really light me up, you give me hope, you give me peace. I feel like I can, be my best version, but they have, I'm not going to say the words that I heard, okay? Some things I just should not repeat. I have a tendency to just repeat it and balls to the walls, everything. But some things I'm thinking I should refrain from repeating. But they literally pooped on everything, okay? You get my point? They've made a mess out of everything. This person is in a connectionship, situationship, a partnership that they would rather not be a part of. They don't want you to be privy to that. I feel like this person has been slinking around in the dark, trying to check out your social media, looking at your TikTok, looking at your Facebook, looking at your YouTube, checking out Rumble, anything that they can get any information on. If they see like a name or address or a connection, they'll even go on friends of a friends of a friends of a friends page. Things like that. If you post on anything about food, they'll look up restaurants just to feel close to you, that kind of a thing, okay? But this person is, I feel like this person did get married. They, if not married, they set up a very permanent situation with somebody else that feels like a wedding topper to me almost. And of course, Hierophant is about higher learning, but also it is about commitment. And I feel like this person is always holding an antenna to you. I feel like you guys can have some kind of telepathic communication. I feel like you can actually feel them around. I do feel like even remote viewing, this person can have hidden talents, psychic abilities themselves, and really focus on you while trying to remain hidden in the shadows. Yeah, I do feel like this person, you give them stability and security, and they F that up. They're trying to really set up a home, like a new home, new apartment, maybe even buying a house or trying to renovate whatever it is that they have going on currently. And yet on the top of their mind with this like abundance thing and the wares, they're always thinking, almost looking for a shoe out. Now this piece right here, this piece, I feel like everything is a chess game to them. Let me checkmate you. Okay, so is that the rook? I'm not sure. But I feel like this person can play chess or play chess in people's lives and utilize them just like chess pieces. It's like, oh, well, I had to sacrifice the bishop to get this or whatever. And this person doesn't really care. They'll sacrifice anything within their path, and they'll do it in a smug manner. And it's like, yeah, look, I got this after I traded this. This is a person that would trade in after they get married, like one wife for like a brand new model because they're younger and shinier and whatever. There's absolutely no loyalty. And they present themselves with like a real smarmy look, like, oh, look at me and I got this, and I'm this old and I have this 19-year-old by my side, and they have a good job or whatever. But what they fail to see is actually you look like crap. And it's a big joke. It's a big joke that you would lead your life in this manner of leaving everybody in your wake broken, and with all the deception around. It's just really kind of pathetic, I think. Yeah. Here we go. So bottom of the deck, I split my deck in two, is apparently is my new way to read. This is a new thing. I don't necessarily like it, but here we are. So we have the Death card. This person's undergoing some major changes. They understand that, look, in order to regenerate, to be born again, to be totally transformed, they're undergoing so many deaths. An ego death, what I thought my life was going to be like death, what other people look at me, my reputation, what I look like, what I drive, all of those things are dying. One by one, or maybe even by a felt swoop. Now this to me, in the middle of like, I'm seeing like a film. It's almost like a reel, old school film reel. Let's see if we can get that to translate on camera. Yeah. So to me, it almost looks like an old school reel that you would put in there. And I feel like they're kind of like replaying their life, looking at things in a different way, because I want to get to this Ace of Cups. They've been going through life and they've had everything. Maybe this person could have like taken lessons to fly a plane or pilot or whatever, like dreams that they had and ambitions and things that they thought that they could really milk out of other people. It is a time of major transformation. So a lot of things are ending in their life. And that is really good because, hello, that was too much weight on that. Because things definitely need to end and change for this person in order for them to find even a measure of happiness, right? A measure of peace within themselves. And the fact that we have like the Eight of Wands tells me that this person has zero peace. That they continue with sneaky behavior because it's what they're accustomed to. And it kind of gives them a high. It's like an addict, okay? This could be somebody who is addicted, not only to the chase, but addicted to winning, regardless of how they win. It's a matter of just winning at all costs. It doesn't matter what, who, what, why gets in the way, whether it's their own children, spouses, family, it doesn't make a difference. And I feel like that is ending. Now, even this grass right here seems to me, and it feels to me like it's fake grass. Now, I just moved from Arizona and I folded the fake grass in the back of my trunk in my car. And actually, I still have it there. So it seems to me like this person is trying to roll away the fakeness and get onto real land in order to find their happiness. So they're having to do a lot of inner work. They might even be forced to, how do I want to say it? They might even be someone that is being forced to look in the mirror for whatever reason, to be forced to see and deal with what it is that they have dealt with, forced to really view the true shades of their character, how they will use everybody in order to get ahead, how they will do anything to benefit themselves. And it doesn't matter who gets hurt, who gets burnt, who else goes to jail, as long as it's not them, they don't care. So I feel like they're having to do some serious ramifications, because with here I see the bird of peace. I feel with that Ace of Cups is they want somebody who, once again, I feel like they had this with you actually, or they thought they did before they really kind of messed everything up. I feel like they want somebody who can see them at their core, get their jokes, understand. I feel like they want to be able to flow once again with honesty and just be free to be themselves. Now, the problem with that is that they've worn so many masks, so many costumes, that it's this person's fault that nobody knows who the hell they are. I mean, it's your fault if people don't know who you are. It's your fault in the end because you presented as being something that you are not, and you have to continue the charade. And what a burden is that, okay? So I feel like the sun is coming out. They are leaving a lot of things behind. They are transforming, but I feel like they're making a straight march, almost like a march to that beacon of light, because I feel like they're going to find peace, okay? With you, they may have had a lot of peace. There may not have been a lot material-wise, perhaps, but they felt a lot of peace with you. And I feel like they want to dip into that water once again. That's going to be entirely up to you if you choose to allow that. But I think that when they come towards you, they need to be completely transformed, and they know that. And the confessions of your betrayer is that I think that they're actually working on themselves, which is a surprise to me. Okay, that's a big surprise. They want to make peace. They may even want to apologize, but I do feel like this person's going to have a lot of sneaky ways that they're going to have to deal with. And I don't know if you're going to tolerate that in your life. They're going to have to deal with those things if they want to get close to you. That's going to be a never-ending battle. When you get into habits of one-upmanship, of, well, look, I've endured more, of things have happened to me, of sleight of hand, of I can attain this by doing this, or by using pretty privilege or handsome privilege, whatever that is, it's a very hard habit to break. By trying to get people's attention, even if you're in a committed relationship and you want the attention of other people, those are all really hard habits to break. So if you decide you want to deal with it, that's one thing. Entirely up to you, but that is how they are feeling currently, and that is a confession of your betrayer. Pile number 3, thank you so much for your time, your energy, and smash that like button if any of this resonated, and until next time, namaste.